What's up there, guys? Chase Reiner here with another live video. If you're watching this in the future, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can see more videos like this and interact with me live when I decide to go live. Now, today we're going to be talking about the top SEO ranking factors for 2020. And I have a list that I wrote down I'm going to go over right now. If you have no idea who I am, basically I've been able to rank for local content, local websites. I have a web design website ranking right now, SEO website, iPhone repair website. Also have national websites ranking. Got a lot of cool stuff, a lot of client results that I've done. So if you haven't ever checked out this channel, make sure you go check out some videos after this and go see some of the stuff I do. But anyways, let's go into what we're going to talk about. But before we do, I'm going to be giving away a free secret video in this. If you go to the link in the description of this, you can go check out this presentation that I did that goes over my top 10 ways that I make money with SEO. And that involves doing client SEO, local SEO, rank and rent, if you have no idea what that is, doing SEO audits, all kinds of great stuff. So definitely go check that out if you get a chance to do that. But yeah, so these videos are live. So if you're wondering, hey, why isn't this edited? It's because I do all of my stuff live so I can give you guys as much transparency as possible so you guys can ask questions, so you can interact. And if you're watching this later, there's also going to be a live chat button so you can see all the questions that people were asking while they were on this stream. So I try to do at least 1 to 2 videos every couple days, live stream style. So if you do have any questions about SEO, about making money, about doing client management, whatever you're trying to do, make sure you subscribe so you can check out the live streams. So yeah, sorry about the long introduction, but here we go. What's up, everybody in chat? What's up, David? What's up, Designo Web? What's up, Tanya? What's up, Pineapple Crush? What's up, Raphael? Cool, guys. So yeah, we're just going to start it out with the top ranking factor for SEO in 2020. And the number one thing you need to know about before we start is content. Or sorry, not before we start. The number one thing you need to know about is content. So if you don't have any content, you don't have anything to optimize. That's just the way it is. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Like, if you don't have videos, if you don't have text, if you don't have anything on your website, there's really nothing that you're going to be able to optimize. You're not going to be able to do anything, right? So the biggest thing you really need to know about is, making sure you have content. Like, I know it sounds really basic, but a lot of people don't do content strategies. They'll just take their website and they'll go, hey, I already have 5 pages on this. What can I do to optimize it? And I go, well, first of all, what is your content strategy? Because if you aren't continually figuring out what content you need to be adding every single week or every single month, you're going to be like not getting anywhere. You're not going to be able to optimize anything. You're going to only be able to get, basic stuff done on your website, and then it's just going to stagnate. So if you look at a lot of the really successful websites, they're continually adding content all the time. One of my clients back in the day, our sleep guide, they had 2 organic visits when I first started. Before I left the working with them, it was about, I think it was like 30,000 visits a month off of Google. It might have even been like 50,000. And every single week, they were posting a bunch of content. Now, if they weren't posting any content, they just hired me and they're like, hey, just build links to the site. It probably wasn't going to work out very well. So it's very important that you at least hit the prerequisite, which is getting some content. Now, the other thing that you need to know is that, the internet is expanding so fast in terms of content. So the more you can get into live type content, like the stuff we're doing here with, live video, short type videos, obviously, if you can do like complete guides, meaning that people don't have to go anywhere else and waste their time and they can just go on that one guide, it's better. But it just really depends on what you're targeting, because when it comes to content, you want to target like at least 2 different types of pieces of content. You want to be able to target text and video, or text and audio, or video and social media. So when you're putting content out on the internet, you don't want to be doing what everybody else is doing. And this also has to do with the next tip, which is, figuring out your niche and your targeting. But like one of the big things that is very, very important besides, understanding that the prerequisite is to just be able to get like enough content to be able to optimize, you also have to think about, what is the point of your content, because nothing is unique on the internet anymore. Like when it comes to videos, when it comes to text, when it comes to blog posts, you can't really make content that isn't already out there because there's already so much. So the thing that you have to focus on is building a personality and building relationships with people who want to interact with you. And the best way to do that is by being as transparent as possible, by doing stuff that like we're talking about, like live, doing things that people knows updated, like updated guides, people seeing that your potential clients seeing that you're responding to your comments, and a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about in a little bit, which has to do with controlling your traffic and doing relationship building. So targeting and niching down is the second thing you need to think about when it comes to the top SEO ranking factors. Now, again, with content, that's not really a ranking factor because if you don't have content, there's nothing you're going to be able to rank, but obviously it's the most important thing. The second most important thing is the type of content that you're creating. So one of the ways to figure out what content you want to create is to start figuring out what your value ladder is. Now, if you don't know what a value ladder is, it's something that's pretty simple, but I'll show you what mine looks like so you just can get an idea. Generally, you have two different ways that you make money. The first way I make money is through actually this right here, which is the whatever I'm going to be offering. Or actually, sorry. I got it backwards. That's so funny. Okay, well, I messed up on this video. So what I'm supposed to be doing is when I'm promoting whatever my free presentation is, I'm supposed to be doing like reviews for other channels. The top tips is actually supposed to be getting people to opt into an audit. I just totally forgot that I did this backwards, so whatever, but I'll still explain it. You can work it both ways, but ideally you want whatever the thing is that you're doing as content to lead to whatever the expectation is. So like for instance, if I were to do a review on somebody else's channel, like talk about another SEO person, then I'm going to offer a free presentation on how to do SEO correctly, right? And then obviously in the presentation, I'm going to try to upsell some sort of thing, like a course or some sort of subscription. And then I'm going to have my top tier, which is like people who want one-on-one consulting or coaching for like $3K. Now, for the top tips, like for instance, the thing that I just did here, which is the top 5 Google SEO ranking factors, what I was supposed to do in the beginning is I was supposed to talk about the phase 1 audit. Now, what is the phase 1 audit? The phase 1 audit is anybody who's looking for for SEO ranking factors, SEO tips. They obviously need help with their SEO. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recommend a phase 1 audit. Now, I don't have the funnel set up for that yet because I set up the different funnel, but what you would ideally have is you would have some sort of opt-in. I'll show you what mine looks like. One second. Let me go to the link in the description. It's right here. So here you go. So top ways to make money with SEO. So again, if I was going to promote the SEO audit, if somebody wanted an SEO audit, I would actually change this to, let's say, the top problems you'll find in a website or something, right? And then it's going to still be a presentation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer that presentation in exchange for an email. And the reason why I do that is because I want people to opt in so that they can try to get the free audit. Now, when people opt in, they're going to watch the presentation, and on the presentation, I'm either going to do a upsell, which is the thing here, right? The upsell, which is the $800 4-phase complete audit, right? I'm going to tell them about the importance of the complete audit or whatever. But then in the downsell, basically, if they're not going to convert into that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer the free audit. So in that presentation, I'm going to offer them a free audit. And in order for them to get that free audit, all they have to do is fill in their information and their budget. And then I'm going to try to pitch them a audit for free. And then obviously I'm going to have somebody go do that audit. Now, what I'm saying here is like, look, you want to do two things. When somebody's at your whatever your value ladder is, you want to not just think about the topic you're targeting, but you want to think about the thing that they're actually opting into. Because if people aren't opting into what you're doing, then you're not going to be making any money. And the reason why I say that is because like cold traffic is really dead these days. Like if you're doing videos like the one I'm doing right now, or you're doing a blog post, you're doing social media, and there's nothing for people to opt into. There's nothing like, let's say they're not entering their email, they're not sending you a message on Facebook, they're not opting into your ManyChat, they're not opting into your text messaging or whatever you're trying to get them to opt into. If they're not doing any of that stuff, then all of this traffic that you're getting is like just completely worthless. Does everybody understand what we're talking about so far? Are we all on the same page on this stuff? I'm trying to find my live stream. Here we go. What's up, Avidan? What's up, David? B appreciation gave me a 1 in chat. Give me some ones if this is making sense to you guys so far. So when it comes to topic targeting, you really want to figure out what is the thing that you sell in your business, right? So if you sell, let me see, if you're selling, let's say, SEO services, you're going to create the same sort of ladder, and this is what's going to tell you what your topic targeting is like. And all of your opt-ins should revolve around what you've already been able to accomplish. So like within the webinar where I talk about the top ways to make money, this is the outline. I'm going to always be trying to put my best examples of things that I've been able to do. So for local business, I'm going to talk about my iPhone repair site. I'm going to talk about my SEO, local SEO site. I'm going to talk about my web design site. For my rank and rent, I'm going to talk about my plumber site that's ranking. For my national SEO and e-commerce SEO, I'm going to talk about how much money I did doing national SEO and helping people with e-commerce. My gaming site, the guy that I helped with the health site, now he's ranking for bicep workouts. I'm going to take all my best results and I'm going to stick it into whatever my strategy is. Now, your best results, you can only showcase once, right? Because it's like, once you showcase them, it's kind of hard to keep, showcasing them in every video because people will get bored, or every blog post. So what you do is you take your content and you tie it into what's going to be expected around the results that you got. So if you guys, let me get some ideas of what sort of results you guys have been able to get. Have you been able to rank local businesses? If so, has it been like a dentist? Has it been a chiropractor? Have you been able to rank national businesses? Have you been able to make money with affiliate SEO? Let me hear in chat. David says, I seem to do okay with cold traffic. I'm not saying you're not going to make money with cold traffic. I mean, there's a lot of people that I've helped that they only have cold traffic and they make a lot of money. But the problem is that if you're not controlling your traffic, your long-term sales process, if something happens where you lose your rankings on Google or chatbots don't work anymore, something like that, that's a huge liability. So you want to be able to control your traffic as much as possible in as many ways as you can. Local and not sharing your niches. Okay, you don't have to share your niches. So let's just say you worked with a dentist one time and you were able to rank that dentist #1 for whatever city. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to try to niche down to whatever your result is that you did best. I'm not saying stick here forever, but if you work with dentists and you're able to rank them high, then it's a perfect place to start getting people to opt in. Because again, you want people to opt into relationships with you. So your content would be stuff around, dental SEO. Let's say you were doing like a video on, top ways to rank dentists on Google, and you had some videos like that. You said some blog posts, and let's say you started getting some traffic because it's really niche traffic and people want to see that type of stuff. Now, what's going to happen from there is you're going to also offer an opt-in. So what's your opt-in going to be for top ways, that you're going to rank a dentist on Google? The opt-in is going to be the presentation, which is, or whatever you're trying to offer, like some sort of template, doesn't matter. But let's say presentation on how you took a dentist from 0 to 10,000 in sales per month off of Google. So that's a really cool angle. People will want to see that. And so what you're doing is you're creating a bunch of videos around this, and then you're bringing them into the presentation. Now, once they get into the presentation, you're going to try to do two things. One, you're going to try to get them to opt into another asset, like, hey, go download my template, or go join my Facebook group. So that way, if they don't take your thing, then you're still keeping that traffic. Alternatively, you can do what I do, which is offer like a free phase 1 SEO audit, so then they can enter their budget if they don't have the budget to buy a complete audit from you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have your sell, which is the complete audit for whatever your low ticket price is. Let's say it's, $800, $500, I don't care. So, full marketing analysis, whatever you want to call it. So let's just say it's $500. And then from there, you're going to then upsell the SEO services. So that's the way that you would be creating content and niching down. If you notice this, none of this has to do with like, let's just rank for local SEO, and then let's go try to rank for, best SEO agencies, stuff like that. This is a completely different type of strategy. And the cool thing is this works for pretty much any client, because you can use the same strategy for any client. Let's say the client you're working with, the dentist, wants to rank #1 for dentistry in their city. So if you start doing national content, targeting things that people are looking about or wondering about, like, I don't know, let's say something that they've been able to do a lot of, like, let's say they have 500 clients that got, I don't know, dentures or something. You could have videos that go, what is the biggest problems that, and then you just showcase. It sounds weird, but the point is, as long as you're getting opt-ins, it doesn't matter. That's like one of the biggest things about SEO in 2020 is that you want to get opt-ins as much as possible. So, for instance, if your traffic is cold, like a lot of people's traffic is, your long-term results are basically based on other people's assets. So it's not a good idea. And if you want to build user engagement and user-generated content and all this stuff that Google cares about, social signals, then you want to figure out how to control your traffic so that they will engage with your content and create user-generated content with your stuff that you're promoting. So like with this video, one of the reasons why I spend so much time in live settings or controlling my traffic or promoting these presentations or making programs or whatever I'm doing is because I care so much about people leaving engagement on my stuff as soon as possible so I can get that promoted to more and more people. Because that's the way algorithms work. They work very well. I can give you some examples in the actual presentation, which I recommend you go check out if you're watching this, that goes over how I go into social platforms and I basically use my authority hacking principles to go and send traffic from that social platform over to whatever thing I'm trying to rank, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on Google. I can rank a lot of different things. I have examples of with these strategies, because almost every search engine right now, its biggest factor is how well the user engages and how well the user is retained within whatever the thing is that you're promoting. Mateus says, hey Chase, I saw your Pornhub video, now I'm here. So that's another example is, I was actually able to rank 3 videos #1 on Pornhub in like the matter of 2 months and get over 4 million views using these principles. And all we did is we took a Snapchat account, we got people to go over to the Snapchat account, and in exchange for the ending scene of whatever video we were promoting, we asked them for a comment, and then we got all these comments, and every time somebody commented, it would start getting promoted to more and more people. So it works really well. Okay, so one example of not niching down, which somebody actually just found in chat, is a guy named Jerry Banfield. And there's a lot of people out there that do this mistake, and here it is. Let's go over to Jerry Banfield. If you look at this guy's channel, he has 300,000 subscribers, and almost every single day he's making a video about something else. Best online business plan for 2020, library, Teachable versus Kajabi, my Facebook appeal. He's done motivational speaking. He's done YouTube marketing. He's done, he does everything. TikTok. Now, the problem is with this is like, if you're doing everything, nobody's going to want to opt into your stuff, because you're not niche down, and nobody wants to just be with some Costco brand that just does everything. It's terrible. So Google and other platforms want that as well. They want to see what makes you unique. They want to see, because most of these platforms know that content isn't unique anymore. The only thing that's unique is how the user interacts with that content, because almost anything that you want to know, you can answer on pretty much any platform these days. So the best thing you can do is try to control your traffic, build that relationship, and your relationships, the engagement that you're getting with your audiences is what's really going to bring in the most value in terms of SEO in 2020. So how many of you guys so far are, using the techniques we're talking about here? How many of you guys are instead building PBNs, trying to buy exact match domains? All these things are old tactics that don't really work anymore. If you really want to have a strategy that works very well, you want to focus on what we're talking about. So number 3 is controlling your traffic and building relationships. Number 4 is user engagement and user-generated content. So pretty much all search engines prefer to rank content that has high user metrics, such as high retention rates, engagement rates, and user-generated content. So I have examples of me ranking Google websites on Google, ranking YouTube videos, ranking all kinds of stuff using these tactics where you first initially figure out your value ladder, you start building engagement and traffic to whatever the thing is that you're trying to get people segmented into. For instance, like this video, it's like the top SEO ranking factors, good keyword to rank for on YouTube. So what am I going to do? I'm going to build out this video, try to get a bunch of user engagement on it. And then everybody who goes to this video, I'm going to then promote the next step up, which is a opt-in, and then the opt-in is going to lead to a presentation. The presentation is going to showcase all the stuff that I've been doing around what we're talking about, and then that's going to lead to some sort of reoccurring membership or retainer, whatever I'm trying to sell, whether it's SEO services, whether it's info products, whether it's consulting, it doesn't matter. It's the same exact formula. It's what all the really smart marketers are doing. Interesting and valuable. Thanks for the invitation. And if you guys like this stuff, make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video right now so I can know to make more videos like this in the future. I basically make videos based off what already performs well on my channel. If it doesn't perform well, then I usually just remove the video and I go on to another type of theme. So last thing is social signals. Now, social signals are really important because if you can send traffic from a social platform, it is almost the ultimate way to create branding on whatever you're trying to rank. A good example of this is somebody that we just talked about in our recent video, who is Juan Marino. If you didn't check out that video, I would check it out because I did a video talking about how he's able to rank a bunch of stuff locally on Google by utilizing his YouTube channel. But ideally what he does is he goes on his YouTube and he'll start talking about whatever he's trying to rank. So like, let's say he's trying to rank for dental implants, Miami, or I don't know, whatever he's trying to rank. He's going to point that back to whatever the thing is he's trying to rank. So like, I trade every dental keyword in Miami. He gets a bunch of engagement on this, gets a bunch of social signals, and then sends a bunch of traffic over here. So that means all these people are going to the website. They're engaging with the website. They're searching the website on Google. They're searching and clicking on it. They're staying on it. They're studying it. All of these things are going to help increase the metrics on this website. And that's why social metrics and building authority in other areas besides just Google is so valuable. This is literally the most important ranking factor for 2020. Now, what I mean by this is if you can build an audience on YouTube, if you can build an audience on, doesn't even matter, TikTok, email list, anywhere you're building audiences, if you can do that and then use that engagement you're getting to go over your local rankings, that's pretty much how I've been able and how Rowan's been able to rank almost everything that he's wanted to rank. I'm ranking, after moving to Colorado Springs in about 2 weeks, I was ranking #1, and I still am, for Colorado Springs web design. Even my roof repair website company, somebody just hired me for over $3,000 to help them with their roofing website. Now, besides just doing basic SEO, I talked a lot about what their website was doing, and I sent traffic over there. And guess what? It's ranking #1 for roof repair Houston. So, I mean, it works, and it's really the biggest thing you can do is building an audience, building your authority, building your brand, and leveraging that audience, because the biggest ranking factor for 2020 is engagement, authority, relevancy, and transparency. As long as you can build those into your brand, you're not only going to get a lot more sales and opt-ins, which is super important, but you're going to be leveraging the most important ranking factor. Any questions about what we talked about today? Is everybody clear about what we're going over? And again, I'm going to leave the link to this presentation in the description of this video, so go check it out if you have a second. Again, I go over all of the different top 10 ways that I make money or have been able to make a good amount of money doing SEO. And again, this includes local business SEO, rank and rent, national SEO, affiliate SEO, skyscraper SEO, info product SEO, social signal SEO, consultant SEO, and agency SEO. So I would definitely check out this if you get a second. And I will be doing this presentation live in the next couple days. So if you want to get an invite to that, I do recommend you head over to this link in the description right here and where I just put it in chat. So thank you all for joining again. If you guys would be so kind to leave me some engagement on this video. If you're watching it later, leave a comment or leave a like right now. And I appreciate you all for joining me. And until I see you guys all next time, happy SEOing, happy marketing, and we'll see you later. Bye.